Huh. So I guess the mod kind of does have routes in a way? I find it a little odd that we're on it just by choice, though. Like, I guess it's kind of convenient, but he did mention, like, maybe I can pick a book that would appeal to someone specifically, and then that nothing really came of that. That should be enough for now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I would like to see what the others are doing.
Oh, I see.
But there's like this one stray line right here, and I'm guessing it's supposed to be hair, but it kind of just doesn't look like anything. Yuri turns her head to look at me, and I realizes... I realizes? Eli, come on, you can read. Yuri turns her head to look at me, and realizes how close her face is to mine. She completely freezes, as I do too. You can say as do I, it'd be fine. Don't need the two.
Yeah.
I guess it's raining now? A thunder startles both of us, and we get apart. Don't need A before thunder, because thunder can just be a noun on its own. Thunder startles both of us, and we separate, and maybe instead of get apart. It's not raining outside, but somehow that loud thunder echoed here. This weather is very weird. Yuri gives me a small smile.
Let's read tomorrow again, Hallie. How about let's read again tomorrow, Hallie?
Yeah, I hope to. Alright, so there's where we are with Yuri so far. But let's go look back for the Natsuki thing real quick. Or should I? You know, we'll keep going for now since it seems like you can continue off of an existing route. Well, since we got started with Yuri, we'll stick with her for the time being. However, Sayori hasn't appeared yet, and I'm starting to worry. Monica is still out. Speak of the devil. Don't need ing.
I'm back.
Monica seems a little frustrated. Is something wrong, Monica?
No, it's nothing.
Monica takes a deep breath for a moment.
Sayori hasn't come yet?
Not yet. I'm going to look for her.
What? Yeah.
I thought we could talk a little. Oh, I guess it's her perspective now.
I took too much time with that outsider, and I didn't get anything. What a miss.
What a miss? What a mess? I don't know. It could indicate its perspective changes a little bit better. As in, at all. It's fooled me twice now already. I searched around the school, with no success. Sayori is nowhere to be found. I don't like this. There's the rooftop still. I hope she's there. I reached the rooftop. And indeed, she was there. She's just looking into the distance. Sayori?
Ellie!
I was looking for you. Are you okay?
I guess. Since yesterday when you said goodbye, something happened.
Something?
I can't explain it. I can't remember it well, but... suddenly everything feels gray. I was so happy yesterday night, and suddenly everything changed.
But why?
I don't know. It's like something entered my head. Something bad. I'm scared, Hallie.
Even if she says that to me, what can I do? Is there something I can do? There once again. He thought it and then he said it. Just have him say it. He doesn't have to think it.
Could you stay with me for a while?
I nod. Sayori once again starts looking into the distance. If at least staying by her side can make her feel better.
Thank you, Hallie. That helped me a lot.
If there's something you need, just tell me. I will help you. Sayori gives me a smile.
Thanks. Let's return to the club.
We're back!
Just in time. We'll be sharing the story soon.
Okay, I'll get mine then.
Oh, Hallie, could you give me a moment?
Sure. Monica takes me to a corner of the club room. and then looks at me with a dark expression. Monica?
You see, Hallie, you might have heard something you shouldn't hear.
Might have heard something you shouldn't hear.
That's why.
What were we talking about?
About the sharing. Let's go, Hallie.
Yeah! Wow, we forgot things. In the end, I couldn't decide what to do, and I couldn't decide to focus on a girl. So I just looked around for a good story. Oh, so that's what happened. Look at the writing on my notebook. Carrots, eggs, and coffee. Is this MC's handwriting? A daughter complained to her father about life. She didn't know how to move on, and, tired of fighting, she was about to give up. It seemed that when she solved one problem, another appeared. The father, a renowned chef, took her to the kitchen. He filled 3 pots with water and put them on high heat. When the liquid was boiling, he put carrots in the first pot, a couple of eggs in the second, and some coffee beans in the third. The daughter waited impatiently, wondering what her father was doing. 20 minutes later, he put out the fire, put the carrots in one container and the eggs in another, strained the coffee, and served it in a jug. Looking at her daughter, he asked... Looking at her daughter? Looking at his daughter, he asked. My dear, what do you see? Carrots, eggs, and coffee, was the reply. He asked her to touch the carrots. They were soft. Then he told her to break an egg. It was hard. Finally, he asked her to try the coffee. She smiled as she enjoyed the rich aroma of the drink. Humbly, the young woman asked, What does this mean, Dad? These 3 elements, he explained, have faced the same adversity, boiling water, and each has reacted differently. The carrot, strong and hard, became weak, easy to undo. The egg was brittle. The thin shell protected its liquid interior, which hardened after being in the boiling water. The coffee beans transformed the water, making it the delicious drink that comforts and warms you up. What are you? The cook asked her daughter. His daughter! When adversity knocks on your door, are you a carrot, an egg, or a coffee bean? Are you a reader friend? Are you like a carrot, which seems strong but becomes weak when adversity touches it? Like an egg, whose malleable heart hardens under pain? Or like a coffee bean, which changes to boiling water, to the element that causes pain? The one that is like a coffee bean reacts better when things get worse. Okay, I feel like some of these things can be rephrased a little better. First of all, this needs capitalized, this A right here in R. Let me just look at this real quick. Like a coffee bean, which changes to boiling water. It changes the boiling water? The beans aren't turning into water. Changes the boiling water to the element that causes pain. I don't know what they mean by the element that causes pain. Like, I'm not sure what that phrase is even indicating. Or unless what they're saying is maybe they do mean it literally, like it changes to boiling water, and therefore it becomes the pain itself, in a sense. I don't know. I feel like that's not coming across too properly. There's something weird here. I don't know, man. There might be some better way to convey that. It's neutral, but I like the message that comes from it. I wonder what the girls brought. This will be interesting. Now, I guess I'll start with Sayori. Oh, what, I don't get to pick the order?
Hey!
Sayori gives me a sad smile. It seems that she's still a little down from our last conversation. However, there's something I can't remember no matter how I try. This works. It's technically correct, but you could say how hard I try, and I feel like that might flow a little better. Something bad inside something. It's no use, I can't remember.
Hallie, is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. So...
I'm glad you did the test.
I was the one who gave the idea. It would be too lame to be the one to not do it. Sayori smiles at me as I give her my notebook. She reads it silently. Then she smiles again.
I like this a lot, Hallie. The message in it is very powerful. And it has some nice feelings in it.
It's not like I'm the one who wrote it, but thanks. But you talk like someone who knows about this.
Of course not. I'm not good at figuring out if things are bad or not. So I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be good.
I'm not sure about that. Oh, boy howdy, there are a lot of people who feel that way. But I guess feelings are very important in this whole thing. Well, I guess...
I wonder, what am I against adversity? I fear that I'm a carrot. I want to be a tea.
That doesn't make sense.
Why do you read
Words.
Why don't you read mine, Hallie?
Sure. She hands me her notebook.
Prince in the Heart. A young man stood in the center of a town and proclaimed that he had the most beautiful heart in the entire region. A large crowd gathered around him. Everyone confirmed, amazed, that this heart was perfect. Since there were no stains or scratches, they agreed that it was the most beautiful heart they had ever seen. Knowing himself admired, the young man.
Knowing himself admired,
the young man felt even more proud, and with greater conviction, affirmed that his was the most beautiful heart in the whole place. Suddenly, an old man came out of the crowd and spoke to him.
Why do you say that? Your heart is not as beautiful as mine.
With surprise, the crowd and the young man looked at the old man's heart and saw that, although it beat vigorously, it was covered with scars. There were even holes and areas where missing pieces were replaced by others that did not correspond because the edges were uneven.
Visibly uneven?
The young man laughed.
You must be joking,
He said,
compare your heart with mine. Mine is perfect. Instead, yours is a bunch of scars and pain. It is true,
replied the old man.
Your heart looks perfect, but I would never commit myself to you. Look, each star represents a person to whom I gave all my love. I ripped pieces of my heart to give to each of those whom I have loved. Many, in turn, have given me pieces of theirs, which I have put in the place that was left open. As the pieces were not the same, these uneven edges are visible, of which I am glad, because they remind me of the love I have shared. There were also opportunities in which I gave a piece of my heart to someone, but that person did not offer me anything in return. And then there were these gaps. Despite the pain that the wounds cause me, they remind me that I still love these people and nurture the hope that one day they may return and fill the void they have left. Do you understand now what is truly beautiful?
The old man finished. The young man remained silent, but tears ran down his cheeks. He approached the old man, tore off a piece of his heart, and offered it to him. The old man received it and placed it in his heart, took a piece from his, and covered the young man's open wound with it. The piece was shaped, but not perfectly. The edges were noticeable. The young man looked at his heart, which was no longer perfect, but looked much more beautiful than before, because love flowed inside him.
By Daniel Molina.
Hallie?
I didn't know you read things like this, Sayori.
Of course, I liked this a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. It's kind of deep.
Monica taught me a lot of things, and I have been more honest with myself lately.
I can see that. Do you like things like this?
Yeah, I guess. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
I mean, she literally just said she likes it. Like, where? She said it right here. I liked this a lot. So you like this kind of thing, I guess would be what he says. Things that are happy, things that are sad.
I think there's a word for that.
Bittersweet?
Yeah, bittersweet.
I somehow can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy things the most, but sometimes sad things help you be in touch with your emotions.
That's somewhat poetic, Sayori.
Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings.
Well, for now it seems she's not down anymore. I hope she stays like that. You'll probably want to make this a comma. Comma for now. I guess Yuri will be next.
Oh, hello, Hallie. Is something wrong? You seem a little worried for some reason.
Don't worry about it. It's a small matter.
I see, but if you need help, you can ask me whenever you want. I may give you some advice or help you with anything.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Yuri.
I wonder what kind of story you brought.
I give my notebook to Yuri. She silently reads it with a serious face. She should have finished by now, but she's still silent. Yuri?
Sorry.
Yuri clears her throat.
I like this a lot, Hallie. The message from it is very clear. It's a very significant reading. In less than a page, it can give a powerful message. It's not what I usually read, but I can like things like this too.
I see. It's good to hear that.
Basing yourself on this text, how would you see yourself, Hallie?
How would you see yourself? Hallie, question mark, period. I don't know what's up with that. Me personally? I'm an egg.
I see. You seem very confident. Someone who in the exterior is soft and fragile, but on the inside their heart is made of iron.
Yeah, these both need to be ons. Someone who on the outside is soft and fragile, but on the inside their heart is made of iron.
You can act with a cool head when things get bad. That's very useful and cool, is that the word?
And what about you, Yuri?
Me? I wouldn't know until the worst happens. But I think between a coffee bean and an egg.
I see.
Here, Hallie, you can read mine too. The Renewal of the Eagle.
Okay, reading Yuri's fun.
The eagle is one of the longest-lived birds. It lives to be 70 years old. But to reach that age, at 40 he must make a difficult decision. At that time, his nails are tight and flexible, so he cannot capture his prey. The long, pointed beak curves, pointing towards the chest. The wings are aged and heavy, and the feathers have thickened. Flying and feeding them then become very difficult. He has only two alternatives: die or face a painful process of renewal that lasts 150 days. This consists of flying to the top of a mountain and staying there in a nest near a wall, where he does not have the need to fly, but can get food from small rodents and lizards. In that place, the eagle begins to peck at the wall until its beak is torn off. Then he will have to wait for the growth of a new one, with which he will detach his nails one by one. When the new nails are born, it will begin to pluck his feathers. After 5 months, he will start his renewal flight and will live 30 more years.
Marcus Solar. Is that true about eagles? Because holy crap, that's crazy. It's very good, Yuri.
Can you understand the message behind it, Hallie?
Yeah, the renewal of oneself. To let off things we don't need anymore.
Indeed. Through life, many times we have to protect ourselves for some time and begin a process of renewal. To take a victory flight, we must let go of customs, traditions, and memories that cause us pain. We don't need another S. Once free of that weight of the past, we can advance forward.
Yeah, but it's somewhat hidden in the text. At first glance, it looks like a biological trivia.
It's like you said yesterday, Hallie. A change of perspective affects the way you look at things.
Yuri smiles sweetly.
I enjoyed this a lot, Hallie. I hope we do this again soon.
Yeah. Now, Natsuki.
Hey, Hallie. I thought you forgot to do this.
Of course I didn't. Have some faith in me. Natsuki chuckles.
Well, let's see what you brought. I hope it's not just a random bunch of nonsense.
Haha, you'll be surprised. I give her my notebook and she starts reading. After she finishes, she gives it back.
It's not bad.
She then whispers,
I may like it a little.
Yay!
What? You heard that?
I just smile.
At least you have good taste.
So, what do you think about it?
Well, the message is clear. At least you don't have to think harder or be a detective to figure it out. I like that. And about the message, yeah, there are many ways to react to adversity, but I guess you can narrow it down to those 3.
Or what do you consider yourself to be, Natsuki?
Me? Let's see.
Natsuki thinks about it for a moment. And then she gets mad.
I won't tell you about it.
It was a coffee bean, wasn't it? But...
No buts. Just read mine.
She shoves her notebook in my chest. I wonder what Natsuki brought. She's more of a manga reader after all.